Okay, number 52. Read the sentence from paragraph 5. While challenging the career politician's path, so this is the while, so it seems to be some kind of a contrasting transition. While challenging the career politician's path is seen as a benefit to term limit supporters, there is a possibility that Congress, mostly composed of newcomers, could severely affect policymaking. So that was the harshly or negatively. So this is the point where we contrast the idea of positive benefits to term limits to negative benefits. So the question is, which statement best describes how the sentence fits into the overall structure of the passage? So that prompt overall structure should immediately getting us thinking transitions. What's the idea before these lines? And then how does it change into the ideas after these lines? And I think I remember that from the text. This is where we go from the positive benefits of term limits to the negative aspects of term limits. So 3 was we had the politicians giving the benefits, and 4 basically gave us some possible additional benefits. 5 says while it's seen as a benefit, a newcomer class in Congress could severely affect policymaking, be negative. And it goes on to give the example of Molly Reynolds at the Brookings Institution to say, members who are restricted by term limits have neither the time nor the incentive to develop the relevant expertise they need to be good at their jobs. So they're more likely to rely on outsiders. These are negative aspects or the cons. So we transition from the positives to the negatives at this, notice the topic sentence of paragraph 5. Okay, I think that's the right transition idea. Let's check the answer choices for a match. E, it provides evidence for the idea that term limits are controversial. No, that's not really it. I mean, they are controversial. The question mark indicates that it's somewhat controversial, the pros and cons, but that's not the transition here, which is what the overall structure question basically is asking us. It summarizes the consequences of having term limits. No, because the consequences were positive beforehand, and this itself is not summarizing. That's not right. It begins to explore the effects of instituting term limits. No, we began that exploration in paragraph 3 with some of the positive aspects, so that's not right. Hopefully it's H. It shifts from the arguments for to the arguments against term limits. That's exactly right? Paragraphs 3 and 4 were in favor of term limits. It listed benefits, and paragraph 5 and beyond list cons or negatives effects from term limits. The correct answer for 52 is H.